Welcome. So today I'm going to be looking at two very important simple things in Bitwig. We're going to look at macros and we're going to look at device panel mappings. They're both kind of similar, but they are the two things that kind of drew me in to Bitwig, amongst other things. But I think this is a good place to start. So getting straight into it, I'm using the PG8X, which is a great free synth if you're looking for something like that. It does the 80s sound very well. You can see down here, I'm going to start with the panel mappings first. And you see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 panel mappings right here that I can assign. The first 4 I've already put in. So I've got the frequency, the resonance, the envelope, and the high pass frequency filter amount, which are reflected over here. Just to give you a quick demo, I'm just going to play this through, and this is mapped to my machine. So anything with 8 knobs on it, and preferably with a screen of some sort, so you get some feedback, this works really well. So using the controller, I can move that up and down. I can move the resonance up and down, and the envelope, and the high pass, of course, as well. So you can hear that all happening. Now, if I don't have the interface up, and I'm playing through it, and let's say I want to edit, still get feedback in the form of a thing that comes up in the middle of the screen. This is really cool if you're in the middle of editing and you don't really want to go to the interface. You can just tweak it while you edit, and it gives you the feedback. It just keeps you connected to the synth a little bit more. And of course, you know, once you stop messing with it, it just fades away, just like that. So let's see how we assign. So let's assign a few more things. As you can see, there's only 8 things here, but we can start a new page if we want to. We'll do that later on, but for now, I'm going to fill out the rest of this first page. I'm going to use envelope 1, which is currently being used for the filter, and I feel like these things are important. So I'm going to click on the attack in the envelope 1, and then you'll see over here, this is changed to the envelope 1 attack. Just drag it in, right? Bam. Same thing for the others. Decay, you can see it show up here. You can see the values are live. Sustain, drag, release, drag. This is a little bit of a pain, but once you've done this, this saves with the PG8X. If I click this button right here, which is the save parameter, it's a save setting. Click it. If I open up a new PG8X, throw it in right here, you'll see, and I don't need to open this to use it, but it's there. So it's immediately mapped. As soon as I load another instance of PG8X or any synth, your mappings that you've made for that particular synth are stuck to that synth now. So wherever you go, anytime you open up that synth, whether it's today, next week, or next year, it's anytime, it'll show up, and immediately I can begin tweaking the envelopes right here that we've just set for the other instance of it, as well as the frequency of it. And the envelope. So it's just like super quick, right? Right, that was super quick. I normally wouldn't bother messing with that many knobs in the space of, you know, it was just like 10 seconds, right? I normally wouldn't do that with a mouse. And MIDI Learn is okay, but it's not as accessible. This is very, very good because wherever the synth is, the endless knobs will follow. So it's a bit hard to explain. I don't know if it's worth going into that, but just take my word for it. Endless knobs are kind of really where everyone is going right now, and there's a reason. It's really, really good for connecting with your software synths. So we've got one page here, which is really useful. Every time I load up this synth, I'm going to have one page of info ready to go, all linked up. Going back to this other synth that I've already got linked to a loop. Right, so I'm going to just do one more page, and we'll just we'll make this more of a levels page. So I'm going to map the levels of the oscillators, right? DCO 1 and 2. I'm going to put the envelope that is applied to it, as well as, let's say, the dynamics. So that's how hard you hit the key affects the envelope. And then I can, of course, put the envelope itself, which is usually 4 things. It's an ADSR, so this is pretty self-explanatory. So as I do this, you should be thinking about how creative you can get with this. This is just my way of doing it. I like doing it this way. Maybe you like all the envelopes on the first page. Maybe you like anything filter related on the first page. That's like me. Maybe you like I mean, you're not likely to, but the levels of the DCO on the first page. It's whatever you want to get immediately. You put it on the first 8, and then the second 8, you can put something a little bit deeper. And then remaining things, you can put things like effects that are in the synth, or LFOs and very specific stuff when you start to dig in. Okay, so one little thing that I will mention, stuff like the chorus, which is a switch-based thing, these things can still generally be mapped to device panel mapping, so don't be afraid to mess with those. Super useful to be able to have hands-on to all these things. So now I can page over on my machine, and you'll see that I can now tweak the envelope, okay, of this synth. I don't really want to mess with the settings because I kind of like the sound, but you get the idea. So that's device panel mappings. And we'll go through macros in another video. Thank you for watching.